Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We've got a question for you. Is it time to replace the Westminster system of government? Certainly a change in political thinking philosophy. Our next guests have formed a new political party called the Kingdom Government Movement. We're joined by Dr. Kevin King, whom some of you already know. He has been a pioneer in alternative medicine for many years, last 30 years, right, Dr. King?
Yes, I have.
And he is the leader of the KGM, and Samuel Johnson, the chairman of the Kingdom Government Movement. I'm already going to let you know we will not have enough time to explore this topic, but good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning, Philip Simon. It's a pleasure to be here. Good morning, Bahamas.
Morning, Bahamas.
So the Kingdom Government Movement, I tell you, boy, so much power, so much to be said by the name alone. Just describe to us a little bit about your thinking about this new initiative and what it means.
The Kingdom Government Movement, whose mandate it is to replace the present Westminster system of government. Okay, we believe in the preamble of the Constitution that we should be governed under the supremacy of God, that we are a very unique and peculiar people. It is a known fact today that this system of government has failed. So at this particular time, we are on an educational tour to enlighten the citizenry of what the Westminster system is. Before you want to change it, they need to understand the Westminster system, which is a culture. When you think of Westminster, all we think of is government, but Westminster is a culture of life. And the Bahamas has been governed by Westminster for quite some time. And I've been studying the Westminster system for the past 2 years and understanding the Westminster system from where it originated, which is in Rome. So when persons think that the Westminster system actually started in England, it did not start in England.
Right.
It started in Rome, where Rome infiltrated communities, and the first thing they did was they sent a governor. Okay? When you go to conquer a place and you capture those individuals and you take them out of their country, you enslave them and you destroy their whole community. But when you're infiltrating and you're colonizing, or you just bring your system into it and change the whole system. And that is what has happened to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and also the entire Caribbean, English-speaking Caribbean. We have been infiltrated, not by war, not by bloodshed, but by a mindset. That
So then the goal then, I mean, you talk about mindset, and when you talk about kingdom planning and kingdom living, what would be you would think, obviously you've got to understand where we are now, but where is it that you would like to see us go in terms of this kingdom governing movement?
The wealth will be common to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, to all citizens. We will govern the Bahamas from the bottom up, from the inside out. What I would like for the citizenry to become aware of is that our Constitution was not written by our politicians, only the preamble. Our Constitution was given to us by the royal office. So every English-speaking Caribbean country has the same Constitution, just that the names of the country are different. So the Constitution today does not relate to the average Bahamian. It is antiquated, it is outdated, and the Kingdom Government Movement will be a government of constitutional reformation. Okay? Because along with the Constitution came something that's called the Independence Pact. You see, now Sir Lyndon had an opportunity to not accept the system, this monarchy, but he declined to do so. And once he declined to do that, then a lot of other things came into play.
I could see so many people lining up right now with so many questions relative to all the things that you're talking about. But Mr. Johnson, just to kind of get you in on this conversation before we have to wrap this up, you know, it's going to be an uphill type of talk, an uphill type of conversation. You know, what are the next steps related? I mean, you're chairman of the party. What are some of the next things that you are slated to do over the next year? You launched just a couple of weeks ago. What's next? I believe you have something upcoming in Grand Bahama.
Next, we move into Grand Bahama. This coming Thursday, we're going to be there Thursday and Friday, where we'll have a town hall type meeting where we'll introduce ourselves to the electorate there, and in keeping with our present cause, we are in an educational exercise.
Okay.
Yes, kingdom government is new.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a government with a kingdom mindset in keeping with the preambles of our Constitution, as our leader forementioned, that we are going to be a people who have the fear of Yah, who recognize the Father, all right, as supreme.
Mm-hmm.
As outlined, the governance we're going to have is just going to be more of a righteous form of government.
Yeah.
And
I tell you, that is so
more
interesting. That's fascinating
inclusive.
because, you know, the thinking has always been that there should be the separation of church and
state.
politics. But listen,
That's when we speak of separation of church and state.
yeah.
From the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
the Father had always ruled by righteous men.
Mm-hmm.
All of the kings, until we see these departures. And now we have a form of governance
Yeah.
that is not in alignment with what true governance ought to be.
Yeah.
We are going to usher in
Yeah.
that culture, that mindset,
Okay.
that system where what governance ought to be.
I'll tell you what, we're going to have to wrap this up, but is there a website, is there Facebook, is there somewhere where persons who are interested in this can contact you or get more information?
Yes, the website will be launched this week,
Okay.
www.kingdomgovernmentmovement.org,
Okay.
and Facebook, Kingdom Government Movement as well.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, Dr. King,
Pleasure.
good to see you again.
Pleasure.
Mr. Johnson,
My
I see
pleasure.
you were just getting started, but we're going to have to continue this another time. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We've been the Kingdom Government Movement. We'll be right back.